first time going live on TikTok. So we'll see how that works out today, because we are also live on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You know, I should have set my phone not to fall asleep. Looks like we're live just about everywhere, huh? Nice.
Yeah. Hi, Veronica. Paco, how much you want to bet till someone
Veronica,
brings up
where's Veronica?
Facebook? Hey, Jason.
On Facebook.
Paco,
There you go. Jason.
Hi, Sharice.
Sharice.
How much you want to bet till someone brings it? How much you want to bet if someone brings up about last week?
We'll see. We'll see. Oh, you know what? Diona hit me up. Diona text me. Adrian, what's up? Diona was like, hello, where are you guys at? I'm looking. Are you guys live? Is it not working? I said, yes. It is working, but we're not live today. So we do apologize that we couldn't be live last week. I had mentioned it a couple of weeks prior that my daughter was going to have a cheer competition showcase, so I couldn't make it, and then kind of waited till last minute until I had to tell Adam, hey, it's not going to happen today, but Diona definitely texted me. And so we'll start. I'll start off with. I had one of our students reached out yesterday, the day before. I was coming back from LA, and he gave me a call. He goes, "Hey, Paco, quick question. I see everywhere that the president is going to sign reciprocity law where we can have reciprocity with all 50 states. Is that true? Because a lot of people are reaching out." And it's not true. Well, I mean, the fact whether the president signs it or anyone else says it or an influencer speaks to us, hi, Diona, having reciprocity in all 50 states, that's the ultimate goal. That would be great, right? And I really can't wait for that to happen. But as of right now, no, my feedback, because like he said, there was a lot of reputable people that he follows and that he reads up on that were talking about it. And so he just wanted to reach out to me to make sure that was the case or not. And my best recommendation is always reach out to the issuing agency that issued your permit. So whether you're in Merced County, Madera, Tulare, Kings, Fresno, reach out to that local sheriff, CCW office, and ask them, hey, we've been hearing this thing. Is it true or not? Because you're going to get it. They'll be the first ones to know if the state has changed any laws or any new requirements. They'll be the first to know. So please do so. But that is not the case. We do not have reciprocity with 50 states. The permit that we have in California does have reciprocity with 28 other states. And I'm working on trying to get you all the availability to have an Arizona CCW. So I'll be working on that in the next couple of months. Hopefully we can offer an add-on for that. Monica Diaz. Oh, I think we're tagging people. I like that. Can we carry in a national park? Can you carry in a national park? So you can carry in a national park. Important to know that certain federal buildings in a national park is where you cannot have your firearm on there. Carry in there. Okay, so
yeah, you brought up the Arizona, getting the possibility of getting your Arizona CCW. I know it's not something we kind of talk a lot about on here, or really rarely, because our audience are local, they're Central Valley natives. But what if I have a family member that lives out of state but comes to California a lot? Is there how can they get their? Are they able to get their CCW here?
Yeah, great question. So now, since April, we now offer a non-resident course. So for the longest time, you couldn't. There was no other state that we would, and there still isn't no other state CCW that the state of California recognizes. So if you have a concealed carry permit for another state and you think that you have reciprocity with California, that's still not the case. However, the state of California now offers the opportunity to get your own non-resident California CCW, and so we offer that. Go to our website, 559ccw.com, and you look at the non-residents. So tell your family members in any other state, and it's the same price. We don't increase the price because it's out of state. We do not ever try to gouge any of our students or community members. We want to make sure that there's an affordable path to getting your concealed carry permit for California, so they can take the non-resident course. We provide all the assistance and letting them know what they need to do, how they need to do it. You get a series of emails. We have automated systems that provides a lot of knowledge and next steps when they're done with their non-resident course, which is similar to the residence course. It's 16 hours. Once you're done, you have the capability of doing your live fire qualification in the state where you reside. It's just got to be within 75 miles of the county where you live in, and they have to be a certified firearms instructor that will administer that live fire qualification. And you submit your paperwork to the agency that you'll be applying through in the state of California, any county sheriff that you're going to apply through. And again, once you decide to take that course, we will walk you step by step with everything that you do need to know.
Yeah, so you can't just drive across California state lines carrying, huh?
No, you cannot. But if you're ever going to travel to California, I mean, just carry that little lockbox or the little cable, and take the magazine out and still carry it in your car, locked in your little box. So important to know that you can, but obviously cannot be in your body. I think we have the first person or two on TikTok ever. So we got Wicho. Wicho is one of our students. He's received his CCW a couple of years ago. K Privet. Who else? Let's see. I haven't checked our Instagram. Any questions? Any questions that I can answer for you? That's our main goal, is to jump on these calls and answer as many questions as possible.
Yeah, we
get you as informed. Where?
Oh no, I was just gonna say we got to make up for lost time. We need double the amount of questions, everybody, since last week.
Oh yeah. Now let's start tagging some superstars. We should tag like Magic Johnson. Somebody tag Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan. Wicho said, "What is the proper weight to carry?" The proper weight to carry, I'll start with, is concealed. Okay, make sure that your firearm is not exposed in any way. So whether you carry an appendix inside your waistband at 6 o'clock, whether you're going to carry it on a everyday carry bag like your day pack or a fanny pack, just make sure that that firearm is concealed. And it's going to be, what works best for you, how you train. Are you confident in drawing from your waistband, or are you going to be drawing from your purse or from your laptop bag? Wherever you do, it's important that you train dry fire at home. Make sure there's no ammunition within the room, and then you put that firearm in your laptop bag or in your fanny pack or your day pack, and then practice drawing from that, right? It's going to be what you're going to be more comfortable with, depending on the type of firearm you have and how you go about your day. Let's see. Can you read that question for me? My phone and camera's from the one from Yib Yang.
Yes. Recently took your class. Got my CCW less than 1 week after my interview.
What? Thanks. Thanks, Yib Yang. 1 week after the interview. That's another. So thank you for sharing. That's awesome, because I have been getting questions about that. What is the time frame, right? And I always say 30 to 45 days. We just had my good friend up there from Shaver Lake, Clifford. Clifford just hit me up yesterday, got his permit 1 month and 3 days from completing our course. So again, I reiterate, every single issuing agency that we're associated with, Fresno County, Tulare County Sheriff, Merced County, Madera County, Kings County, they're awesome. They process your paperwork as long as you have everything in line, you completed your training, and you have everything that you need. They're being very quick, 30 days, confident.
That's good.
Wicho said, "Are you located in California?" Yes, I am in California. But again, like Adam mentioned earlier, anyone can get their California permit. Now, if you're out of state, you get our non-resident course. So go to 559ccw.com and look at all the available options that we have, from renewal to the 16-hour to the in-person, to we even have a bundle on there with, if you're first time to firearm, we have a great offering there that we have 12 courses, introductory courses with a partnership with US Law Shield that you can take advantage of at only $49. So there's a lot of great information. We have a blog that has been put together by our team with just multiple. I mean, there's no less than 20, 30 articles that have been put together with everything that has to do about concealed carry permits and carrying and the laws. So go check out our resource page at 559CCW. You're going to find a lot of great information there.
I know you kind of just answered this a little bit, but someone, King AP89 on Instagram, they asked, how long is the average time before you get your CCW license?
Yeah, so right now, every issuing agency is averaging anywhere from 30 to 45 days. Pretty quick. That's very, very quick, because you think of counties like LA, people, and I'm not kidding when I said they're waiting 2 years, a year, 2 years. Some of this up in Northern California, Southern California, taking forever to get your permit. So Fresno County, Tulare County, Merced, Madera, Kings are awesome. We just said, what is the proper way to carry in your car if you don't have a CCW? Make sure you have a lockbox, that there's no ammunition in that firearm, and that your magazine or ammunition are separate from that firearm and also in a locked container. You can have a cable that's also locked into any permanent um, uh, piece of metal or anything in your trunk. Marco Cortez, almost done with my online course. Any upcoming qualifying sessions? Marco, yes, right now, every Tuesday and Thursday. So as soon as you're done, you're going to get an email with a link, which has the range qualification calendar. So once you get the next steps, click on the link, you're going to see the whole availability there. You'll be able to see when you can schedule. And I have openings every week. So not a week goes by where there's not an opportunity to qualify. And we want to make sure that we get that one-on-one qualification in person, so that way you can get the benefits of getting any questions answered that you might have. If there's any adjustments that we need to make to your firing stance, your grip, how to properly align your sights, and then most importantly, target acquisition. So take a look at that calendar, and then you'll be able to schedule your live fire there.
We got some.
Thank you for taking the course, Marco.
We got some questions on. We got one question on Facebook from Charisse.
Hit me.
All right. So Charisse asked, when doing your sheriff interview for CCW and it's approved, how soon can you carry?
As soon as you get your permit. Once you receive that permit in the mail and you have it physically, that's the first day when you can carry. So just because it's been approved and you get the email, do not carry until you have that permit. If your permit has expired, here's another question that I've had in the past. If your permit has expired, you have to stop carrying, okay? Even though there might be a 30-day grace period or 90-day grace period that is given by your issuing agency, do not carry if your permit is expired, okay? Because you will be in a little bit of trouble if you're carrying without a updated permit.
Casa de Beans asked, "Are there classes for people in Sanger?"
Absolutely. We have in-person classes once a month. So our online offerings are 24/7. Anytime you're ready to start, you get started. But for in-person classes, the next one is March 14th. You go to 559ccw.com, our website, and click on in-person classes. You'll get the schedule for all the classes that are coming up. The next one is March 14th, and it is in Sanger. We will start at the range, though. Our classes are going to start at the range at 9 o'clock at the Fresno Rifle and Pistol Club. So you'll get all that information via email. We'll start at the range at 9 o'clock. We'll do our range qualifications. We'll do some dry firing, some firearm safety courses that we'll run through, and then from there we'll continue to our classroom portion of that class, which would be an additional 6 hours to complete 8 hours of in person, and then you'll do the other 8 hours with our hybrid course online, which we cover throughout that in-person class.
Nice. Izzy, we'll get to your question right now. We got a question from Jesus that I think I can answer this. Can you carry with no carrying license? The answer is no, you cannot. What do you think, Paco? Did I do good?
Do not.
Did I do good?
That was a great answer. You cannot carry if you don't want to go to jail or get in trouble. You definitely do not carry without a proper permit.
Hey, you just answered his second question. What are their consequences? Jail.
Felony charges, and yeah, you don't want to do that.
All right, we got 2 questions from Instagram. Let's start with Izzy. I know you just touched on this, but what does the process entail?
So the process to get your CCW permit, the state requires 16 hours of training, which includes a live fire qualification with the firearms that you are going to put on your permit. And for example, in Fresno County, you can have up to 6 firearms on your permit. So you have to complete your training, which we offer it all online. You can do it from the comfort of your own home at your own pace. It auto saves your progress. So you can do an hour a day, 2 hours a day, be done in a week. If you log in, once you log out, it auto saves your progress. So when you come right back in, you'll take off right where you started, right where you left off. I'm sorry. Once you're done with your online training, you'll receive an email to schedule your live fire qualification, which will do that in person. And they have to be done, obviously, with a firearm that is registered to your name, and you have to be the legal owner of that firearm. Once you complete the 16 hours of training and your live fire qualification, we will issue you your certificate of completion, which will walk you through the application process. Depending on what county you live in, we'll provide the link to be able to get the application. We'll help you through the application process. We'll get you prepared for the interview and get you ready to go to make sure that you get your permit like everyone else has been getting it in about 30 days. And please feel free to my phone number, my email. You can direct message us through any of our social channels to be able to answer any of those questions. But it's fairly simple, and anyone can get a permit because California is a shall issue state now.
Nice. Jesus, I see your question, but we got another one right before you. And then I see Yepes just asked as well. But Evo Luke asked, I'm a passenger in a vehicle that gets pulled over. Should I intervene and let that officer know I am carrying with a CCW license?
Great question. So if you're a passenger in a vehicle and you have a CCW and you're carrying, and that person that's driving the vehicle gets pulled over, maybe getting a ticket or anything like that, should you inform that police officer? So the state of California does not require you to inform. Okay. However, there is the state gives the issuing agency the authority to choose whether they require it or not. Fresno County is a duty to inform. So you are to inform if that police officer makes any contact with you. So if I'm on the passenger side and say, excuse me, your name, once he's made contact with me, it's a duty for me to inform him that I do. My rule of thumb is I always want to let the officer know that that I am carrying, but just also educate yourself on your constitutional rights once you've disclosed that information. But if in Fresno County, just check with your issuing agency and they let you know if there's duty to inform. But the state of California, there's no law that says you have to.
Okay, nice. All right. So let's see. Let's jump to Jesus, and then we'll jump to Yepes's question. Jesus kind of is kind of going back on that previous question he asked, but he said, "Is it true that they give you 1 year per bullet if you're caught carrying without a license?"
Jesus, I have no clue, my friend. Great question, but I have no clue if that's the case.
Christian said he said, "I'm here to answer any questions."
Who said that?
Christian, because wasn't Christian answering like a bunch of questions.
Thank you.
We need backup.
Christian the man.
There's too many right now.
Yes.
All right. So Yepes asked, "How deep do they go in your background check for your CCW?"
When your mom and dad were thinking about having you, it's going to start recording even when your mom and dad were thinking about having you. So anything that has ever happened, it's a very, very deep background. So it covers, they don't leave any leaf unturned or any rock unturned. Anything, any arrest records, any interaction you've had with law enforcement will be addressed, and you'll have to just have a conversation about the issues or what happened there. So it's very thorough. Nothing gets left behind.
Nice. Okay, let's do Jason's question, and then we could do the wheel of deals. Jason asked, "How many guns can you have on your permit in Tulare County?"
I was hoping he was going to say Fresno County was going to say 6. I have not confirmed. I want to say it's 5, but it might be 6. Give them a call. Give them a call just to verify. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Christian, help.
3. He said 3.
3?
I do think it's 3. He's right. I think it's 3.
Yes, reach out. I can't confirm nor deny because I haven't confirmed myself, and I don't know why the top of my head. I think it's 5, but Christian said 3, and he might know because he just finished his course, and he definitely might know more than I do at the moment. There's 5 different counties, something that I got to keep up with, but we're gonna go with 3 right now.
Hold on, this is funky. Give me a sec. Not sure why it made you so small.
What?
Oh, I'm sharing my screen, and then it made. Yeah, it's a little bit small. So let's get through this. Okay, are you ready, Paco?
Yes, let's spin the wheel. See what we're gonna offer today. Hopefully, it's a $99 course.
Hey, second best.
But it's not. That is the second best. So, thank you, Adam. Everyone, the initial 16-hour course right now is $115 for the next, I think, 20 minutes. So Adam usually sets it up all the way up to 6:45. Go to 559ccw.com. When you're going to buy that 16-hour course that is total $165, on the coupon code, you're going to use coupon code 115, and you're automatically going to get $50 off the course. $50 off. So instead of paying $165, you're only going to pay $115 for the course, and that's going to be available till 6:45 tonight. So that's the advantage of being in our lives and joining and helping and sharing with each other and continue to strengthen our CCW community, so we can help each other be more informed and take advantage of, it's a nice investment, okay, to get your CCW by the time it's all said and done with your application process, your training. So we love to do this during our lives when our community jumps in and offer a discount. So $115 for the $165 course. You're going to get a $50 discount. So share it with your friends. Let everyone know right now. If anybody has been thinking about taking the course, this is the right time, because you're going to get $50 off. I don't even know what percentage that is, but I'm going to say somewhere around
It's a good one.
what 30%? Yeah, somewhere around 30% discount. So go to 559ccw.com. When you're going to purchase that 16-hour course, on checkout is going to say, do you have a coupon code? And you're going to put in there 115, 115, just 115. You don't have to put the dollar sign, 115. And that's going to knock down the total price to only $115, and you're going to save 50. So take advantage of that. Let your friends know. Um, and yeah, take advantage of it. Thank you all for let's see, Christian said something. I reached out, and on the application, it only lets you input three. There you go. There you go. We're going to go with three, Tulare County. Okay, so Tulare County is three, Fresno County 6. I'm going to task everyone to help us out next Monday when we jump on our live, find out what Kings County is, Madera County, Merced County. So if we got anybody from those counties that can share their knowledge of how many firearms you can have in those counties, please let us know. And anything else. If you have large capacity magazines that you will purchase on Freedom Week and cops stop you, how do you go about proving that to them? I've heard about having receipts, but that's going to be a totally different ballgame. I would not carry anything that has more than a 10 ammunition magazine. No more than 10. So if you do have receipts or you buy during Freedom Week, I would not. Do not carry. That makes it an illegal California firearm. So think about that. It's an illegal, regardless of when you bought them or how you bought them. You don't want to have to make the case because it's just that firearm just became an illegal firearm in the state of California. Now, I'll reiterate, I am not an attorney, okay? I'm just a simple, humble instructor who, as you can tell, still trying to figure out how many firearms you could add in Tulare County. So I'm trying to do the best I can with what I have, but I'm definitely not an attorney. But I will tell you, I will give you advice. Do not carry a magazine with more than 10 bullets in there. So range day would be okay? No. Do not bring more than a 10-round magazine to qualifying. Jesus question mark. Diego Ortiz, 5'5". Thank you, Diego. Yes. Right around 30%, 33%. Okay, any other questions? We got 2 minutes left. Any other questions? Did we miss any questions, Adam? Did we answer everyone's questions? If we haven't and we missed someone, I think 2 weeks ago we missed someone. I was looking through the recap once it was posted, and I was like, "Ooh, I didn't answer that question. I feel bad." I think I did answer it in the comments though.
No,
But if there's anything, what?
No, the only one I see, which I don't think you touched on, but I'm not sure what they're asking. Vincent asked. He said, "Is it juvenile too?" This was like 6 minutes ago.
Yeah. So it might be to do with the background check. So if you have anything on your record, even when you were a juvenile, that's going to be on there. So even any arrests or anything like that, everything's going to come up. Okay. So just again, be prepared to have that conversation with the sheriff when that comes. The only thing that can get you denied is going to be a felony, domestic violence, misdemeanor, or any gun charges that were dropped to a misdemeanor. Let's see, and I'm doing all this because I'm trying to look. Did you see that they were going to extend CCW 3 years and 6 to renew? Christian, yes. So that there was the House of Representatives, I believe. They have a bill out there right now, and it's been put together by a representative who was an anti-gun laws kind of guy. So they were a little speculative about what was behind that bill. But that bill, if passed, would say that your renewal, so when you get initial, you wouldn't have to renew until 3 years instead of 2. And then after you had that renewal, you wouldn't have to wait. You wouldn't have to renew until 6 years, which would be great. It'd be definitely save some money for a lot of people. So it'd be great if that bill would pass. But again, I urge you to stay on top of all these law changes through different resources that are out there. And don't believe the hype of a lot of the influencers that are there. They're just trying to get clickbait. So that is a challenge sometimes. All
6:30.
right, I think we're about to sign off. Any questions that I missed from anyone?
I think Jesus, but I think we answered
Nope.
that earlier about the whole. Do they give 1 year pool bullet? And I think you answered that earlier, but he asked again.
Yeah, I don't know, Jesus. That's a good question. Sounds like something from the movies.
And
We
yeah,
did we tag something? We gotta tag some stars. So right now we are planning to be here next Monday, same bat channel, same bat time, Monday 6 o'clock. Next week. Have questions prepared. Also, information about some of this is a great time not only to ask questions but to share your experiences with us issuing agencies because they're doing a great job. A lot of times, they get scrutinized for things that are out of their control. But again, from everything that I've heard, every single issuing agency, all the local sheriff departments that we work with, they're doing a phenomenal job. They are very prompt, and from time to time, they get tied up, but share your experiences as well for others to benefit from.
Oh, Jesus's phone died. He didn't get to hear
All
it.
right.
All right.
What?
Oh no, Jesus asked again because he couldn't. His phone died. Sorry about that, Jesus.
Oh, got it. All right, team.